All right, guys. So check that out. I took the tape off. That looks nice. Anyway, we ended up figuring this out. Shout out to, I think it's Ryan at HP Tuners. He's able to help us. I will explain everything step by step, but right now we're going to read the vehicle. Like I said, I'll explain everything step by step. Make sure your battery is hooked up to a tender or a charger. All of the doors are going to be closed. All accessories shut off. So we can't have any lights on. Everything's off. You can hear the battery charge. You can have windows down because it's not pulling power once that's on. Okay, so to read the vehicle. On position. Okay, so now should be able to just click read vehicle.
And it's doing it.
Holy shit. Okay, reading the vehicle right now. It's very, very important you don't turn on any accessories. You don't accidentally turn on a butt warmer. You don't accidentally click any buttons because it could potentially mess with the reading process. So we're going to sit here. Like it says, it's about to take 5 minutes. As soon as you're done with this, it says to save the file and then send it to your tuner. And then we're ready to do a first start. So if you guys don't know, my dad lives in Oklahoma. He moved there about 4 years ago. Oh man. Anyway, my dad moved there about 4 years ago. Building this car for just over 2. Bought the car from Oklahoma, except he went and drove 7 hours to pick it up in Mississippi. So to kind of go from there to we're in a spaceship, it's pretty nuts. So hopefully I can sweet talk the tuner, Satera Tuning, tomorrow morning, send them this tonight, and then hopefully he leaves Tuesday. We might be able to start this Monday night or maybe even Tuesday morning before he leaves. So fingers crossed. Like I said, I'll explain to you guys everything that I did, how to make it work if you had my exact issue, because you can attest to it. Nobody on any video had the exact issue I had, and even my tuner hadn't had that exact issue. So I guess that's a good thing, because
shout out to all your subscribers you talked to.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Will. Thank you so much for the help. And I'll get you guys back. Now it's 3 minutes because I've been talking for so long. But we're like this close to starting this car, and there's actually light at the end of the tunnel. So now we just pray that it doesn't blow up on the first start. Here's where we are. We got the tuner to read the vehicle. We read the vehicle, sent it over to Satera Tuning, and we have the startup tune in my email right now. So there's a couple things we absolutely have to do before we start this. So my dad just filled up the water methanol tank with distilled water, and once I have this wired up to an ignition source, we can hook up the battery and actually flush out all of this. So we're going to flush the pump, flush everything besides the injector, and then we should be good to go. We'll fill it up with the boost juice, and then we'll go on to the next thing. But I wanted to go over exactly what we had to do to get the HP tuners to work. What you had to do was hold the button underneath the Bluetooth LED while you plug it in. Make sure that your laptop's not plugged in while you do that. So hold the button below the Bluetooth LED before it's plugged into the car. So as you hold the button, plug it into the car, and then the light will begin to flash. The power LED will begin to flash. Then you plug in your laptop cord, plug it into the laptop, everything will update as it's supposed to, and then we were good to go. So if you have the issue where it can't read the vehicle, that worked for me. I couldn't find anywhere how to do that online. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. We have quite a bit to do. Every time that we do something, I'll update you guys, but I'm not gonna sit here and time lapse, because quite frankly, the faster we get this done, the faster we can start the car, and then you guys get better content. So yeah, we're gonna flush this, we're gonna get it all hooked up, and then we'll move on to the fuel. We have to siphon the fuel out, and we need to go get new fuel, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, air intake wiring is done. Soldered that up. We just ran a wire all the way up to the front to ignition power, just to make sure it was working correctly. This is power for the solenoid. That's ran to ignition, and we have, this is the supply line to the injector from the pump. I just did this. I just need some red heat shrink, but got this crimped on to the battery. I didn't want to hook it up to here because the supply cable to that was actually smaller than what this is. So if we're pulling 30 amps from that, we're gonna do it right off the battery. So I just have to clean that up with some heat shrink, and then that's good. So now we have everything we have power to our distribution center. That's what this supplies. We go in here and you can see we got red lights and we have status light on the meth water injection controller. So it won't run unless you have vacuum or boost because you're supplying it to the controller. That's how it knows whether or not to turn the pump on. So in order to flush the system like we have to do, we're gonna run the test. My dad's gonna be up front and we're just gonna run all this water out of it. Pretty straightforward. And then we're gonna put some boost juice in it and then we're gonna run the pump until we have boost juice to the injector. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
That's how much that shit's gonna come up with?
Well, it's got an injector it has to go through. The injector will be like a regulator. Oh, it only tests for a couple seconds. I had to keep doing it. All right, guys, my GoPro's probably gonna die because of how cold it is, but we have everything buttoned up. We need to fill power steering fluid, fill trans fluid, and then we're gonna write the tune. We got a few things that are kind of patched to get the first start. If my dad wasn't here, we wouldn't be doing it this way. Simply just doing this so we can get a first start on. So we're gonna fill that up. I'm gonna write this tune. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get here. So we're gonna figure out how to write the tune, save it to the vehicle, and then we're gonna start it up. All right, guys, we're writing the tune about 65%. We just gotta data log it when we start it. So I don't really know how to do that, but we'll figure it out. I figured out how to write it, so I'm extremely nervous. Got a lot of money on the line. We'll see how it goes. I guess I'll make sure that I have the camera rolling when it starts out. All right, guys, this isn't the first time we did this, but we're gonna crank the car to circulate some oil through the galleys. Here we go. Valve to piston clearance is gonna be known through here. If shit's hitting, it's gonna hit right now. All right, so we're gonna, son of a bitch, dude. I can't believe this is happening right now. Ah! Okay, listen, guys, we need to go over this. Before I start this, I'm gonna go through everything again, make sure the tune is uploaded.
Yep.
Dad, you're gonna do fuel pressure?
Yep, I got you.
Brandon, you wanna watch for, Brandon, on your phone, have a timer ready for 2 minutes. We're gonna set fuel pressure to, did you stop
58
that?
to 60.
Okay. 58 to 60 PSI at idle.
Right.
So I'm gonna check everything with the tune, and we have to make sure that we are reading and scanning and recording. All right, so my tune is uploaded. We are, all right, guys, we're gonna start recording. I'm gonna get in the driver's seat and we're gonna start it.
Okay.
Holy shit. All right, here we go.
Hold on.
Fuel pumps are plugged in. Checking for leaks. All right, you guys ready? We're gonna prime the fuel pump a couple times. Dad, you should see a fuel pressure jump. All right, we're recording. We're about to start this car. What are you at for fuel pressure?
About 23.
Okay, I would do a quarter turn because it's gonna be more than that. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Got the timer going? You got the timer going? Hey, you got the timer? Okay. Holy shit! Let's go! RPM. We're running 15 air to fuel. so bad. I want to hit the gas so bad. Wah! Wah! Let's go. 426, baby. More power, baby. How we doing? All right, that's it.
Hey, when you start it up again, you're about 61 or 62. That pressure dropped up a little bit. But almost the entire time it was right at 60. Got some sound.
Holy fucking shit! That's all. That's from the header wrap.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's Mojo GT, and we did it. The first start was successful. It honestly could not have gone better. Huge shout out to my dad for helping. Thanks. Huge shout out to Marquis for helping. Huge shout out to everybody that was a part of it, even people that couldn't make it for the first startup. Thank you for everything. That includes all the subscribers, everything. So what's next? I'm sure everybody's asking. We did have a trans fluid leak. Trans fluid from the transcooler lines, nothing serious. It's where my aftermarket PTFE lines thread into the bypass valve. So what I'm going to do is try to tighten those up. Very, very minimal. No leaking from anything. Nothing was hitting. No clearance issues anywhere. Fuel pumps worked perfect. I don't even know if the meth system worked perfect, but anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for the support. And honestly, if I wasn't in this position and had all the support of you guys and in the position I'm in, I really wouldn't have done this. Really challenged myself mentally, physically, and probably more financially than anything else. But this is for you guys. Thank you so much for everything. So stay tuned for the next video because it's going to be break-in, first start or first drive, and dyno. So they'll probably be split up in a couple different videos. But anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for the support. If you guys want to help support the channel and not donate to me straight up, because I'm not about that, go ahead and check over at shopmojogt.com and get you guys some merch before Christmas. So see you next time. Peace.